You're Kenneth Fareed, but just a little bit more modernized.
They might be better with. I don't even know Kenneth Fareed was in the G League till like last week.
He's in the G League. He
He's on
lost
it.
all his money from video games.
I feel like we always have our best conversations like before we start.
Yeah.
I'm like, dang it. Welcome back to Up in the Air, where we come together and we talk hoops while y'all gather and eat a bowl of soup. So welcome back, guys. Episode 5. I'm Steven. What is up? Balin, how is it
What's
going
up?
today?
How we living? Go Broncos.
Yes, sir. I never root for the Broncos, but I love seeing Josh Allen's downfall. So I'm all for it tonight. What about you, Bryden? How's it going?
Doing well.
Oh wow.
Sad the Nuggets lost last night, but
Yeah, but
turn it around.
y'all face a tough team.
Yeah.
Beat
Two
that.
our two losses, Minnesota and Rockets.
Those are two
The
good losses
Rockets
to
with
have.
Fred Van Vliet, the ultimate kryptonite. Ultimate kryptonite.
Bro came from a
But
different
anyways,
planet to ruin Jokic's career.
but Fred, yeah, Kenneth Fareed's in the G League.
Yeah,
Can we continue this conversation real
yeah.
quick?
So Kenneth Fareed is on the G League. I don't know exactly what team he plays for, but I saw it was on like an Instagram video because I'm following the G League on Instagram, and they were like,
Okay.
"This is the best NBA G League team this year," and there was like point guard Michael Carter Williams, they're like former Rookie of the Year, and then they were like, golly, who else is on the team? But Kenneth Fareed is on the team. They're like NBA All Star. Is he an All Star?
No,
Oh, okay.
it was
But
probably like top 5 in rebounding one year though.
yeah, it was like him. It was Juan Toscano Anderson is on the team because he deserves to be in the G League. That dude freaking sucks. But and then someone else, I can't remember who it was. Let me. Um, but yeah, I was like, wait a minute, that dude. I was like, he's still in the league. I thought he like just disappeared and like was just living life like a family and just never played.
Playing video games.
Yeah, didn't he like stream or something for Reed? I don't
He
know.
was like he got second in the thing to Ninja,
Oh,
whatever.
really?
Fortnite tournament and like the World Fortnite tournament. He got like second, like a couple years after he retired from basketball.
Oh,
Go
yeah.
Russ.
He's on
First down.
the Mexico City Captainines for the G League.
What I say last night, Steven? The NBA is gonna have a Mexico City team
Yeah,
before the NFL expands.
I didn't even know that they had a Mexico City team. But I swear, there's some other NBA player on here too. I gotta check their roster. Let's see. Oh
Dwight
yeah,
Howard.
Trey Burke. Trey Burke is the other guy that like
I'm
he.
surprised he's still holding on to it too.
I mean, he had some freaking good years with like the Mavericks, where I wasn't he on that Western Conference Finals team that like beat the Suns by 40.
He might have been that backup point guard.
I feel like he
I think
was.
he is. Yeah. That seems a lot longer ago than it was.
Well, wasn't he on the same? He was on that Michigan team with
Yeah.
Hardaway Jr.
That lost to
Some
Russ Smith
Louisville or something.
and yeah,
Yeah.
Peyton Steve.
Was that the year that Kevin Ware cracked his leg in half? That
Yeah,
was that was a good year.
Louisville played CSU that year too in the second round.
CSU beat him, and nah, I don't know.
CSU beat Missouri and lost to
Who was on that CSU
Louisville.
team?
Dorian Green, Wes Eichmeyer, Greg Smith, Pierce Hornung, Colton
Back when they were
Iverson.
goaded.
Colton
They were
Iverson.
so
Okay,
good.
yeah, yeah. Interesting. Okay, okay. I
Hmm.
who wants to throw out their their one of their topics?
Oh yeah, so what we got today, we're gonna talk about just three things that we just like anecdotal thoughts about the NBA, and then we're gonna hit
Power
top 10
rankings.
power rankings.
Yes, sir.
Um, Yeah, but if anyone starts, I can if you want. Um,
I could start it.
I guess the first thing,
Or you got it.
I'll go one thing and then you can go,
Yeah,
Steve.
yeah.
Um, just I was watching. Who was it that Indiana played that they beat? Was it Dallas recently? Um,
Um.
Milwaukee.
Oh yeah,
The, the Milwaukee game.
where Giannis had like 50.
Yeah, and they still up 54 or something.
Yeah.
Um, and Indiana is averaging 126 points per game, which is just freaking absurd. And they're coached by a guy that's coached for how many years now? Third. He's like third all time, right? Rick
Yeah.
Carlisle.
Like 900 wins.
Yeah, third all time in wins. And I really think there's a serious problem in the NBA, and I could have talked about a lot of teams with this, but I'm going to choose Indiana because they're averaging 126 points per game, and Rick Carlisle's coached forever. When teams can shoot as well as like Tyrese Halliburton, Buddy Hield, whoever, whenever, even Miles Turner can just pop from whenever. They run absolutely no offense, and it's horrendous basketball. Their entire offense is either Tyrese one on one or Tyrese dribble down pass to like Benedict Mathurin for a one on one possession. Like there's no movement, there's no screen setting, there's no pick and roll. Maybe it was specifically because of Giannis was on the floor defensively, but there's so much of this in the NBA now that's just like if when Houston's playing, if Jalen Green touches the ball, it's a one on one possession. Nothing else will happen, and it's just so bad, I think, in terms of product of quality for the NBA, and it's why it's like all such a Twitter highlight driven league now
Yeah.
because it's tough to watch an entire game when that's all that's happening. Dang it, my stream is froze. There we go. Okay. Uh,
Don't give out the
but
name,
that was the
bro.
thing I
I'm just kidding.
thought. um, I really don't. It's frustrating because they're good too. Like you can't be like, "Hey, Indiana, stop running this offense" when you have the best offense in the history of the NBA, right?
Are they right
So
now? Like on track for
I don't
that?
know, but
Okay.
they're unstoppable. I don't know. What do you guys think?
I haven't really watched them this year that
Yeah.
much, to be honest. But I did watch a little bit of that Milwaukee game, and I don't know. I thought they had a nice offense. I feel like they obviously they don't play defense, and they somehow still like get out on the break. Like
Mm.
every single possession feels like a fast break just because they play at such a crazy high pace. Like Tyrese Halliburton can't walk the ball up the floor, like or else he'll cry. Like that, like it's impossible. Like if you can't run, you're not on that team. But that's just what I
Yeah.
got from them. I just really was watching Milwaukee and how I feel like their offense is like much worse. But that's what I
Yeah,
got.
I'm not saying it's a bad offense. I just think it's like a poor quality of product
Yeah,
that everybody's putting out. Not everyone, because obviously like Denver's different with Jokic, um, and there are other teams.
yeah.
I think Houston did a pretty good job of like running different sets and stuff like that. It was just like, oh, my guy can get a bucket whenever he wants to get a bucket, and then we're gonna run with pace, like you said. They don't have to do um, anything like in
Yeah.
terms of actually running sets and running plays or playing defense. If you're gonna score
Oof.
126 points a game, you don't have to guard anybody. All right, Steven, you
Uh,
can go ahead with your first.
oh, I was just gonna say real quick, who's your guys' favorite like offense to watch? Cause just I won't spend a long time on this, but like I feel like for like the last like 7 or so years or like 10 or so years, it's been Golden State for me for like most entertaining. Like I jump out of my seat. I'm like, what the frick is going on?
Mm, there we go. Oh, Denver got the ball.
Yeah.
I think it's the Nuggets for me when Jamal is playing.
No bias answers, bro. I swear. I'm just kidding.
That's true.
I'm just kidding. Is they for
How is
yours
that?
too, Brian? Yours too?
Um,
That was a stupid
so I'm
fumble.
gonna go. Obviously, I'm biased with the Nuggets, but beyond the Nuggets, I'd probably say the Sacramento Kings.
Yeah.
Yeah, true, true.
Even like
Dude,
three,
if
4 years
Malik
ago, I
Monk
think
is hitting shots, best team ever to watch.
so good.
Yeah,
I
he
think
catches
you and I
fire.
were we were at Buffalo Wild Wings one night watching them, and they went into overtime with the Nuggets. That was what, like 4 or 5 years ago. So
Yeah.
I've enjoyed the Kings for a while. I think they're reaching their peak now, though, offensively.
And
It's really fun to
they
watch.
scored 170 last year, I think, one time. But it
Crazy,
was
man.
in like a triple overtime game, but still. But
Against the Clippers.
yeah. So my first one is: are the Rockets actually a contender? Like when we did our standings in the West, I put them at 11 because I thought, I don't know, I just had high confidence on Udoka. Like I thought he really helped the Celtics a lot that first year. Like they played excellent defense, and that's what like got them to the championship game. And I feel like Rockets are one of 6 teams right now to be top 10 in the league in offense and top 10 in the league in defense. And like most of the teams that win championships in the NBA are usually top 10 in offense, top 10 in defense. But like Nuggets weren't last year and they still won. So, but that's just a usual thing. But I don't know. What do you guys think about the Rockets? Do you guys think that they're actually a contender? Can get like play-in spot now that we've seen them for like 2 weeks?
Contender in a play-in tournament?
Like,
Absolutely.
yeah, like they can
Contender
contend,
as in
like
to the
actually get a
Western
playoff
Conference
spot,
Finals?
actually making
Yeah, I
the
think so.
playoffs. Do you think they can
I
actually?
do think so,
Yeah,
yeah.
I agree. I agree.
Even though I had him at 14
Yeah.
in the West.
No, Udoka's a huge factor. Like,
No, they're so much different with him. It's amazing.
yeah, whatever that coach they had the last couple years, bro, they didn't know what they were doing. And now I feel like they're actually running like a system where like not everyone is like that's popping off is that like is a high pick is popping off, but they're all like learning roles, like learning how to actually play winning basketball, and it's kind of scary. But
For sure.
Bryden, do you think they could be a contending team?
I think they could make play-in for sure. I mean, what are they right now? 4th. So it's still early in the season,
Yeah.
but that's really good. That's a good spot to be in 9 games into the season, 10 games
Yeah.
into the season. So
I think what the Jazz last year were like 7-2 or like 8-1 or something.
that's true. They started really hot last year.
That's like the only thing I'm like, I don't know. They could fall.
But I do like that they added. Obviously, the coach is amazing, as you guys touched on. They added a couple of veteran guys, so they don't have like 20 young guys. They have a
Yeah.
couple of veteran guys. Van Fleet fucking killed the Nuggets last night.
Always. He actually is prime LeBron versus the Denver Nuggets.
It's insane. He just doesn't miss.
Yeah.
He doesn't throw enough assists apparently. But anyways,
Do you want to hop into your topic, your first topic?
let's do it. So Dallas Mavs. I didn't think they'd be doing this well.
Same.
8-2. Their differential plus 6.5, which isn't bad.
That's fifth in the NBA.
I think that's second and third in the West.
Very nice.
So very good. I think that mostly comes from offense. I still don't know who's playing defense over there. Is it Dwight Powell? He just killing it? Is Kleba just killing it on defense? What's going on?
No one's playing defense. Aren't they?
It's all offense, right?
Yeah, aren't they allowing
Yeah.
like? It's like every single game is like 130 to 120. Like I don't. But
They're allowing. Hold on. Allowing 117.
gee,
So that is the most in the West. third most in the West.
Yeah.
It's crazy that there's two teams higher than that. It's absurd.
Who?
No. Uh, I'll just
Indiana.
name them.
Indiana for sure, actually.
Spurs,
Oh, okay.
Spurs, and Jazz, maybe.
Yeah, you got it.
Really?
Spurs and Jazz.
I thought it'd be Indiana for sure. Okay.
This is in the
No,
West.
just the West. Either.
Oh, West. Okay.
East, yeah, they're averaging more. Anyways, so I don't know if they can get by a whole season just with offense. The Maps. If they do, that'd be insane. I know the Nuggets were more of an offensive team last year. I think their defense will be a little bit better this year. But I feel like typically you can't make it that far just strictly offense, which I feel like the Mavs have, but they're doing a great job of it.
Hmm.
What do you guys think?
I feel like they could be if like I feel like in the regular season they can make it to they can keep it up. But once they get to the playoffs, the defense is going to be a big concern. So I feel like they probably know that. Like it's pretty obvious, but I feel like they'll maybe be like active to try to win it all this year. Maybe they're like a piece or two away. But I don't know what that piece is. Like they're just awful. Like Luka doesn't guard, Kyrie doesn't guard. Like they need Derek Lively has to be like the greatest rim protector in the world. Like I know like Tyson Chandler is like one of their like assistant coaches on the bench. Like they're going to have to resurrect him and like give him new knees for them to actually contend. So I don't know. I think they can keep it up, but postseason time, there's no way that they get past any team unless it's the Phoenix Suns with Devin Booker.
I don't trust them. From last year, I can't trust that team right now. That doesn't mean that they're not playing well,
Yeah.
but no, I can't trust that. What they are right now. Second topic. The Atlanta Hawks. Sorry, not the Atlanta Hawks. The Atlanta Trae Youngs, because everything in the history of the organization.
Oh my
whole
God.
Experience. And I'm not gonna lie, they might be the most fun team to watch. They are like everything centers around him, and he'll be going to from when he is driving the basket and cooking dudes off the dribble and passing. He's a really good passer.
Mm-hmm.
They're so good on offense, and then he'll just hit like a 10-minute run where he'll shoot 6 bad threes in a row, and you went from a 15-point lead to losing, and it's crazy like that. And I know
no one tells them.
Really, really low on them in the predictions pod, and I'm definitely not that low on them still. As in, I was like, they're gonna be the 12 seed. Everything's getting blown up. Like Bryden said, it's super toxic there.
They're the 7 seed, bro. That's where I have
yeah,
them.
but that's what is their ceiling with Trae Young, with that experience, like that whole thing, because he's not Steph Curry. He doesn't play the same style as Steph Curry. He takes absurd shots like Steph Curry, but his style is completely different. For one, he's not nearly as efficient because he can't play with the ball out of his hands or hasn't learned to play with the ball out of his hands. And either they need to get the ball out of his hands and let DeJounte play point. And I'm not talking James Harden, Luka Doncic, where it's like, okay, now it's your turn to dribble and shoot. Like actually run an offense where Trae runs off screens and not James Harden stand in the corner.
Yeah.
Type deal.
I think their ceiling is the 4 seed.
I think they're super fun because they're the 4 seed right now. Is that why you're saying that?
No, I'm just saying
7
that
games.
I think their ceiling's home court advantage in the Eastern Conference.
Okay. Is that worth it to you?
I think it is.
Yeah, I would tend to agree. I don't know that their ceiling is a 4 seed. Maybe in this East because the East is bad. Good play, Fabian Monroe. But no, I think my whole thing with the Hawks is they're super fun. I would love for them to keep it how it is right now. But if you're an organization that strives for a championship and not just home court in the playoffs.
I think Trae Young's still young and growing, and so is DeJounte. so is most of their roster. Like I feel like they don't really have like what is Clint Capella, their oldest dude? Like I I don't know. I think they have a lot of
Bogdan.
time to grow.
Bogdan is really good off the bench too. Just a
Yeah,
straight bucket getter. Low key 6 man of the year pick.
true. I could definitely see that. I don't know what he's averaging right now, but
I have no
yeah,
clue.
but he's always
Um,
hitting. So I mean, that's my
that's just
ceiling. I think.
that's my thoughts about them. Steve, you want to talk about
Yeah, my
the
second.
Sixers?
Oh yeah. So my question to you guys, but I think Philly is like right on the cusp of being a championship contender in the East. Like obviously been they've been there so many times to the semifinals. They always get past the first round, and then they can't really get into the finals. Like I think even the year that had their best roster with Jimmy Butler and like JJ Redick and all them, they still made the semifinals, even though that team could have done it. But I think this year they actually have a chance now that Harden's gone. Now that they're actually have like they're all the players are free to like roam and free to do their own thing, and like everyone gets more touches now. But I think I want to ask you guys this question: if you guys were like Daryl Morey, like would you guys want
Darth Morey.
a bucket getter? Would you guys want a like more scoring, or would you want like a specialist? Like would you want a defensive specialist, or like I don't I get
From all the picks that they cashed in, like who do they trade for?
yeah. Well, my question was like, would you guys rather have Zach LaVine, Alex Caruso, or DeMar DeRozan if the Bulls were to blow it up? Like, which of those three guys would you pick on your team to get a championship?
The Caruso.
Caruso, yeah.
I don't want like I think Levine is great at getting buckets, like you said. I don't want people taking the ball away from Tyrese right now.
Yeah.
And you already have Toby who's gonna take 10, 12 shots a game. So,
Mm-hmm.
I don't want someone taking anything away from um, Tyrese, and I do think Caruso has the experience of winning a championship.
Mm-hmm. True. And they don't have that on their team right now. At least I don't think so. Because they got rid of PJ Tucker, and he's a great he's great like at what he does, like a specialist at what he does. But I mean,
I thought PJ Tucker was shipped to the Clippers.
He's gone.
Okay.
Like they don't have that experience because he won with the Bucks. I always forget that. But he was that KD stopper that allowed him to score 40 each game, but he still stopped him. You know?
He was a stopper.
Yeah. So that was
10 more than he does for his career against me, but I'm playing such good defense.
Exactly. Like basically fouled him every play, but he didn't let him get 50. So where'd Bryden go?
Go ahead and rip off your next one.
Want me to go next?
Yeah, go ahead.
All right. I honestly don't have much to say about this one, but T-Wolves, I feel like, not to say that they're like a good regular season roster. Like I feel like they need more around the edges. Like they need more depth. Just looking at their roster, but do you think that they'll struggle in the playoffs against like a small ball roster when like they can't play Gobert and Towns and like.
It's tough. I don't know. They beat Golden State, right?
They beat Golden State last night.
Pretty handedly.
Oof.
I think again the reason I said that they're going to be the 2 seed in the West is because Anthony Edwards is so good.
Yeah.
And they can be able to defend. I stand by that. I'm not really worried about it for him. I think if there's a part where becomes a lull in the season, like hey, we're the 3 seed and now we're dropped to the 6 seed. Holy cow! Why the?
That's what me and Bryden were just. I just saw Bryden's face on my face.
I think if you are scared about that, you put Karl Anthony Towns on the Chicago Bulls or wherever.
Oh my god.
Like, get rid of Karl.
Rather get rid of him.
That's incomplete pass. That went forward.
Rather get rid of him than Gobert, though.
Yes.
Just because Gobert's defense, or
100%. Gobert, you don't need another scorer. You have Anthony Edwards, and you can trade Karl Anthony Towns for a more efficient player that doesn't stand around and shoot threes. Like,
I just feel like they're
You could
so
bring-
built to beat the Nuggets, but they're also like so. It just looks so rough against, like, if you were to play like Sacramento. I don't know. I feel like they would struggle. Like, I feel like you would want like the 8 seed if you're them. But I don't know. I feel like you'd want like a more just a different roster, like different looks you could throw. But you just got rid of 5 first-round picks to get Rudy Gobert, and like there's not many options. So I feel like one of them has to go, or somebody has to go. But
do you see Chris Paul dive into Mike Conley's legs last night, 2 nights ago, whatever it was?
no, last night, right? Yeah.
Yeah, you like. No, they played. Golden State played Cleveland last night.
Oh yeah. You're right.
He was diving for a loose ball. He like grabbed the ball and then just jumped straight into Conley's legs. It was so annoying.
That might be an on-purpose thing if it's Chris Paul.
He does that like twice a year. Somebody.
If it's Draymond or Chris Paul, it's on purpose.
Yeah.
Of course.
Alright, you're up.
Alright.
Bryden, you want to go with your next one?
Yeah, so I talked about the Mavs. I'm talking about the Pelicans. So they're 4-6. They just beat the Nuggets a couple nights ago.
Not the Nuggets.
No,
They lost to the Nuggets.
that's right.
They lost to the Nuggets, and Brandon Ingram lost the parlay.
Pelicans they've lost 5 in a row, and he did lose me my parlay. 1-5 though. They started out 4-1. CJ McCollum's that important because ever since he went out, they've kind of just been losing.
Mm-hmm.
He's their primary ball handler, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah. And I've watched a couple of their games, and Zion does not look spry. He doesn't look as spry as he did a couple years ago. So I think that changes it too, because I think in the past he's been kind of able to carry them a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
I don't see it anymore, and Ingram's taking a lot of shots, man. I don't know if he can lead a team. So I think
Zion wants out too.
Zion wants out. They need McCollum to be any sort of relevant. And who's their shooting guard? Is it Herb Jones?
Well, Herb Jones, Hawkins has been playing a lot, and then they have that Trey Murphy dude's been out, and he comes back soon though.
He's good too.
Yeah.
He's really good too. So I think if they get fully healthy, they're going to be great. They're 10th right now, so they're barely in the play-in right now. But that's a team I've been interested in a while. They have really good pieces, but it'll just be interesting to see how their season shakes out, personally.
What were you gonna say,
They played
babe?
the Nuggets on Christmas Day last year, and they were tied for the 1 seed at that moment. And since that point, their record has to be just awful. I can't give you a specific number, but if you're the GM of New Orleans, at what point is it like just get rid of him? Like, not because he's playing bad basketball whatsoever, but like complaining to the media, doing stupid stuff in his personal life, not playing,
Yeah.
doing 360 windmills while you're supposed to be injured, like in warm-ups. Like, at what point are you just like, bro, your talent's not worth you 30 games and all this
Yeah.
baggage? And do you need to blow it up? Because is CJ McCollum ever going to play basketball again? I don't know.
Mm-hmm. I think you do blow it up.
Just ship Ingram out, too. Ship Zion out. Build around, what's his face, the little point guard from Puerto Rico.
Built around. I don't even remember his name, bro. Jose's his name, but I don't remember his last name.
Alvarado.
Oh, Alvarado. Yeah.
But no, that's a good point. What do you think, Brian? Do you think that do you wait it out or do you blow it up?
I guess with CJ McCollum getting hurt, and like you just said, we don't know how long that's going to be. Kind of like, it's pretty clear they're not. I don't think they're going to do that well without him. So I think you kind of pull the trigger and just say, we're unloading all of you, we're just going to start fresh. Because then at that point, you can potentially get a first-round pick. And then go from there. Because you have a lot of really good young players, like we talked about. Trey Murphy, he hasn't even played. He's good. Jones. Alvarado, he's so good defensively. He's been out. So they have really good young pieces, and I think they could get a lot for unloading all of these guys that seems pretty clear they're not gonna make it past first round at least.
Hear me out, guys. Oh, sorry.
I was gonna say, I think it's kind of sad too if you do blow it up. It's like it's not as sad as the Clippers, but it's sad, and like I think that team could have made it to the Western Conference Finals, and they're gonna end up like in 3 straight play-in tournaments. That's what you did with that talent. Anyways, go ahead, Steven.
No, I was just gonna say I hope they stay together one more year, and then maybe blow it up then if it doesn't work. But I was just gonna say, perfect spot for Zion to go to, San Antonio. Trade Ingram and Zion to San Antonio for some picks. Them and Wembanyama together. Western Conference Finals next year. That's just my thoughts. What do you got, Bay? For your next topic.
Oh, it was the frustratingness of the Brooklyn Nets. Because I feel like they're talented. Are they a top 5 seed in the East talented? Probably not. But you have Spencer Dinwiddie, proven winner. Michael Bridges, proven winner. Bucket getter, Mr. Thomas. Cam Johnson, proven winner. And it's just like there's no consistency with anything that they do. There's no defense consistency. There's no offensive fluidity. Jacque Vaughn, I don't know what he's like. What his rotations are. It seems like they change all the time. It's like, oh, either one night we're like Cam Johnson is Superman, or not Cam Johnson. Cam Thomas is Superman, or it's like we're gonna try to phase him out so he doesn't take 45 shots a game. I don't know, and it's just. Maybe it's a team I shouldn't even worry about and just let them be the 9 seed forever. But wait, you missed the extra point?
Bro, what the frick are the Broncos doing? Sorry.
Dude, it's not the deal, bro.
That was funny. Here, keep going. Alright. Oh, you forgot to mention the Brooklyn Nets best player, Lonnie Walker, by the way.
Oh my God.
Did you see him against Boston?
The clown show. Okay. Yeah, I think they should be better than they are, but their ceiling is low. Like they're trending towards what the Chicago Bulls are right now, which is just like absolute obscurity forever.
Yeah.
Like there's no upward trajectory. And they don't let it feels like they don't let Michael Bridges be the star when he is considerably the best player. But anyways, that's my frustration with Brooklyn. I don't know how to fix it. If I had an answer, I would tell you I don't know what the fix is.
I
They
think
need
you got a
big.
tank. They got a tank.
We need. It would be better off if they still had Jarrett Allen instead of Claxton. Not that Claxton's bad, but they
Yeah.
need a like someone that can eat up space inside and make dunks and like shoot 90% from in the paint and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And then I would just stop with the Cam Thomas stuff, and I'd run pick and roll with your big body big, and have Spencer Dinwiddie and Michael Bridges run like a 2-man game with a big, or run pick and rolls with each other, or throw Cam Johnson in that pick and roll. I don't know. Anyways,
I feel like
go
they're
ahead, Steve.
constant. I feel like they're in store for constant mediocrity.
Yeah, that's why it's frustrating, is because once you're in that situation, if you're the fan base, it's the worst situation you can be in possible.
Yeah. I
Like,
mean,
you'd rather be the Spurs than that.
exactly. Like that's why Nah, I don't want to say that actually. I was gonna say I want someone to get hurt so they can tank. But but because I want them to be good. Like I want Mikal and Cam Johnson to like flourish and be like the 1 and 2, but like have better pieces around them. I feel like nobody wants to go play in Brooklyn. Like people want to go play in across the street. Like maybe it's not across the street, across the river, and like play for the Knicks. Like no one obviously no one shows that they want to play for the Knicks, but like it's just obvious that they'd probably rather play at the Garden. But yeah.
Yeah, Madison Square Garden, baby.
Last one, Bri?
Huh?
What's your last one?
Uh.
Oh, I know. The Clippers, right?
Woo!
No. The Cavs.
Oh, the Cavs? What the?
We should all mention something about the Clippers. But anyways, Cavs. 4-5. I think my Eastern Conference predictions, I had them 4th or 5th. And they're
I have
10th right
third.
now.
Yeah, I'm with you.
So, I think they've still been out with Jarrett Allen all season, right?
I think is he back? He's back because he kicked Draymond in the
Oh,
nuts.
that's right.
Yeah.
That's right. I remember that.
Good for something, at least.
Yeah.
Brun's back, so they're actually pretty healthy right now. So, that being said, they're 4-5. They won their last game. 4-5 though. That's a decently slow start. Obviously, it can change very quickly. So far, what I've seen, Donovan Mitchell, still insane. What I'm excited to see with them is the defense come back to fruition, especially with Allen being back. They're fully healthy now, so they can do their full defense. Yeah, I'm excited to watch the Cavs going forward. I've been waiting for them to be fully healthy. I have them at 4-5, like I said. So I want to see them get up there. I don't want to see them fall out of the play-in because I think they're a very fun team to watch. Ever since, especially the bubble, we all saw it. The Cavs, or the Jazz and Nuggets.
Oh
Jamal
yeah.
Murray and Donovan Mitchell. Back-to-back 50-point games.
Yeah.
Mitchell he's so fun to watch. So I just want to see them get far, and I want to see them do well. What do you guys think about the Cavs?
I don't know. I feel like the season just started. I feel like they haven't been healthy. I feel like it might take them a second with just new pieces, like some new pieces, like Max Strus and stuff like that. But I feel like the health is kind of a big question. I feel like Donovan Mitchell just looks like he's gonna get hurt every single time, every single game he plays. So that worries me. But I don't know. I feel like they'll be fine. Bickerstaff, I'm not sold on him completely as a coach, so I'm not sure how far they can go with him. But for now, I feel like they'll be fine.
Do you know where you put them?
Yeah, I put them, I think, as the 3 seed. I put Milwaukee as the 4 seed.
Do you see them upholding that right now?
I think they
Or
do.
See more.
I think they do. I think by the end of the season, I think they'll have a run at some point during the season where they have.
You think it'll be like a long run, or do you think they'll have like a few shorter runs?
I think they'll have like a few 6-game winning streaks, and it'll catapult them to the 3 seed. Because I don't see Milwaukee getting things together anytime soon. They don't know what they're doing.
Yeah.
I do think they, in this East, I wouldn't be super worried about them. I would worry about their playoff capabilities just because of everything that Donovan Mitchell has shown as a playoff underwhelmer. I know he went off in the bubble, but like the Jazz were the 1 seed and lost to the Kawhi-less Clippers, and I think Paul George missed a game in that series too.
Yeah.
Sure.
But
TJ
I'm with Steven. I don't know. I'm not worried about him right now, and I would have to see more because they have beat the Warriors twice.
Yeah, true.
But, so I'm not worried about the Cavs, but they're not in my top 10. I can tell you that much for this upcoming power ranking.
Okay, that's surprising. Thoughts on James Harden, guys?
Yeah. Anybody want to start, or we just everyone's already had it?
I mean, I just want to bring it up. So, James Harden has a minus 67 when he's on the court right now, and he's only played 4 games, and that's the same. That's the same as DeMar DeRozan in 11 games. He's minus 67
in the entire season.
Yeah.
How many games has DeMar played?
DeMar's played 11. So 11 games. So 11 games compared to 4, and they have the same plus minus. But do you guys know who has the worst plus minus in the league? Just take a guess.
Is it? Oh, I got a guess. Sohan for the Spurs.
So, he's number 4. He's number 4. He in 10 games he's minus 112. But 3.
Is he a starter?
Yeah. The top 3 are all on the same team.
I'm gonna guess Jordan Poole.
Jordan Poole minus 131.
Holy cow!
Tyus Jones is next, minus 128. Kyle Kuzma minus 114.
I have a suggestion for the Wizards. Change up that rotation.
That's bad, bro.
That is awful.
Yeah. Austin Reeves is in the top 10 as well.
The problem, dude, like, I said this, and this is, like, the thing I believe the most. I think I said it very colorfully in the group text. But, like, he does it to himself. Like, just show up in shape, and this wouldn't be this bad.
Wait,
like, jog in the offseason.
Exactly what you said in the chat. Just jog once in the offseason. I was dying at that, bro.
It's frustrating to see a talented basketball player just like show up and play that. Like never mind. It's like it's so annoying.
Yeah. I think suggestion to Ty Lue is freaking bring him off the bench. Like he should not have like I know Harden would have thrown a hissy fit, but like you got to like just bring him back to his OKC role. Like they were playing well with Russ running the point and like
Harden hit his peak too in the Rockets. He's not going to replicate that. I think he's a bench player at this point. I think Westbrook will do more.
Mm-hmm.
And they showed that before Harden showed up. So, yeah, I think Westbrook will. Yeah, I think I just agree, Steven. Bring Harden off the bench.
Yeah, I feel like they're not done. Like they're not. I feel like they still have hope and they could still be a playoff team, but they got to change the roster a lot. Like you got to if you're going to keep Harden, you got to trade Norman Powell or something. Like they have too many of like the same exact player in my opinion.
I don't like their pieces that aren't the stars either, which is was the main reason I thought they were going to be the 12 seed.
Yeah.
Predictions like Kenyon Martin Jr. seems like an odd fit.
He's gone now, right?
And they traded him.
Yeah.
Um,
They traded him, Morris, Covington, and Batum.
Batum.
But
Laughable.
hey, Batum's playing good now, bro. He has to step up because someone hit Kelly Oubre after they ruined his parlay. That tweet. That freaking tweet.
I know. That's
That's
crazy.
so messed up. Oh my gosh.
Uber. And he's lived in how many cities? In the welcome to Philly, bro.
Welcome to North Philly.
Okay, for my 10, 9, and 8, I have at 10 the 6th seed in the East at 5 and 4, Orlando Magic.
Okay, okay.
At 9, I have the 5 seed in the West at 6 and 4, Oklahoma City. And
Wait,
at
who's your
8,
10? Sorry.
Orlando. And then at 8, I have the 8th seed in the East with a 5 and 5 record, the New York Knicks.
The Knickerbockers, okay.
Yeah. So who do you have, Bryden? 10, 9, 8.
And I have the Heat.
Okay, I like that.
6 and 4. And then I've got the I don't think you said them. I have the Kings at 9.
Okay.
4 and 4. And then I have the Hawks at 8.
Interesting. So we all different right there. Stevie P.
My bad. One sec. Alright, so mine's gonna be a lot different than y'all's. Maybe. Oh my god. Wow. I'm gonna have to like retype these in. I was not paying attention. But for my 10, I got the beautiful best team in the league by the end of the year, the LA Lakers, not number 10. Hot 2-game winning streak, you know. I got Golden State Warriors at 9. I think they've been playing well, but they freaking they lost like 4 straight, I think, or like something like that. I got Atlanta Hawks at 8. Is that all we're going to right now? 10 through 8?
Yeah.
Okay. What was your 9, Balin?
OKC.
OKC. And then I didn't even. I'm sorry, Bri.
It's okay.
What was it? 10 through 8? What do you have?
So 9 I had the Kings. 8 I had the
Sacktown.
Hawks. 8 I had the Hawks.
And then 10 was
And I
OKC?
did Heat.
Oh, Heat. Oh, yeah. Alright, are they freaking all different? Oh, wait, me and Bryden have ATL.
Atlanta.
Okay. What made you put the Knicks at 8? Like, I know they're 5 and 5 like the Lakers, but
like I was gonna say to you before the pod, Steven, I think like that everyone's gonna have this similar top 5.
yeah.
But like, and then I was just like super excited to see what everyone else put for the middle teams because like I had no idea. Like after 6, like my top 6, I was like, these are the top 6 teams, and then I was just like, do I put the Warriors because of history? Do I put the Lakers because of their history? Knicks for me. Good defense. I think they have the best defense in the NBA.
Knicks, I could see
They
that.
have the second best after Minnesota. But they've been. Where's my notes about the Knicks? There they are. Lost close to Milwaukee recently. Beat the Clippers, beat the Spurs, beat Charlotte. None of those are really that
Beat the
impressive.
Clippers, put an asterisk next to that. Everyone beats the Clippers.
Yeah.
Just kidding.
I just like their potential, and they've Could they be better than 500? Probably, but I also they lost to the Celtics twice, so that's is what it is.
And
They
those
lost
are
to
all
Pels,
close,
and they
right?
lost- yeah, they've only been blown out tonight. Was the first game they've been blown out this season. That's the Celtics. Um,
Mm.
I trust the defense and the Jalen Brunson aspect.
Yeah.
I had them at 8. OKC, explosive yet inconsistent. I think they are they're one of the better point differential teams in the league. And I think they're only going to get better as the season goes on. Orlando, I've talked at length about them before. I don't think they've reached their potential yet, but they're playing well. It was tough for me to put them ahead of Atlanta, but like
Yeah.
I don't want to put head-to-head matchups as a determinant or anything because then, I mean, Houston's better than Denver. So
Houston is better than Denver.
I think Orlando. Wait up. Orlando
What did you
over.
just say? All right. No, we're good. We're past it. I'm over it.
Put it past it.
I'm over it. Orlando, potential wise, better defense than Atlanta, for sure. Atlanta's giving up 117 points, and Orlando's giving up 106. I definitely leaned heavy on the defensive teams in this section. Not that OKC's defense is great, but
Yeah.
those are my reasoning for those three. You guys quickly hit yours. Both of you had Atlanta at 8. Talk about Atlanta real quick.
I just think I just think they're playing good basketball right now. I don't know. I haven't watched them that much, but I've watched highlights, and I feel like DeJounte Murray is playing way better than he's supposed to right now, and just Trey Young effect, you know? He makes everyone so good when he's so bad. So, like,
he's not bad though. Like there are moments when he's amazing.
yeah, he has his moments, but yeah, I honestly don't have much to say about Atlanta.
Did you guys think it was hard to do the teams after like the top 6 too?
No.
Really?
I mean, I don't know. I had some. I don't know. I thought it was fine.
What was the question?
Did you think it was hard to do teams outside of like the top 6? Like I thought the top 6 was easy, and then I was like, I don't know.
I didn't think it
Like
was too tough.
like 7 through 18 are all the same to me, almost.
I think I'm with Balin on this. I think it's very interchangeable. I think you could put a lot of different teams in the top 7, top 6, and then top 5. To me, is pretty obvious. So yeah, I agree.
Yeah. I just put the Lakers in there because they're the best. Best.
The best what?
The best what? Yeah. Like, what are they the best at? I haven't seen it yet.
What are you
Best
talking
at
about?
hyping up Austin Reeves preseason?
Best
Yes.
at
yes.
having-
Oh wait. Do the Broncos make this right now?
Yes. No, I can't. Don't show me your
I'm
face.
not.
That's
That
the
face
last.
could mean anything.
Hold up a minute. Sorry, I had to. Oh my gosh. If you guys didn't know this, which you probably should, it's the Lakers. Best free throw differential in the league. It might be a good reason for it, but it might be a reason just because they.
Oh my god! Are you kidding me?
Balin, it's okay. It's okay.
Balin's freaking out right now.
That's so freaking funny.
Legal substitution.
I swear if he misses this one too. Yeah, number 1 free throw differential. They get to the paint. Lakers play hard. I put them below Golden State just because I feel like Golden State has they're struggling right now. Klay Thompson hasn't scored above 20 points in a game this season yet. and I think I heard someone say Steph Curry has scored like 30% of their points on the season.
That's why I didn't have them. I think they're too old and they don't have a second scorer. That's my reason for not putting them in the top 10.
See, I feel like once they get deeper into the season, it'll be fine. But like, I feel like they're still playing well. Like that bench unit is still killing it on all cylinders. Like people are figuring out Chris Paul and the way that they're playing. But I don't know. I feel like I still put them in my power rankings. I just put them in above Orlando. I don't know. Orlando just blew out Milwaukee, but let's not. I don't know.
Hasn't.
Who hasn't? True. Atlanta did too. So.
Yeah. Miami. Brian put Miami at 10. Like that's why I think it's hard. It's like, okay, is Orlando actually better than Miami? Like I don't know.
No.
He had Sacramento at 9. I wasn't really high on Sacramento. Brian, what do you think about the Kings?
Like I touched on previously, I feel like this was one of those picks for me where I was like, it's so interchangeable. I think I picked the Kings just because I think their offense is so potent. We struggle a lot on defense, but I think where they're struggling right now is consistency. And once they get consistency, I mean, they were first in the West for like a third of the season last year or something like that. Crazy. They were high up there for a lot of the season, so I think they can replicate that. I think they just need to find more consistency offensively, and they'll kind of be a team like the Mavs. Yeah.
I mean, I think something to go for Sac is just that they've been without De'Aaron Fox for like most of the season already. Like they played the Lakers the third game of the season, and that's when Fox got hurt, and they're still holding up strong. Like they played freaking Houston really well, even though Houston beat them twice in that winning streak without De'Aaron Fox. But I feel like they're still playing hard. They're like, I feel like it might be good for the rest of the team. Like once he gets back, which of course he'll be back against the Lakers on Wednesday. So
yeah, and I agree. I think they'll kind of find their other guys finding themselves a little bit more comfortable because they'll be getting more shots.
yeah.
So when De'Aaron's back, they'll all be. I think they'll be doing a lot better.
Should we give our
Hopefully
next
their
ones?
playoff experience
Yeah, true.
helps going forward. 'Cause I would love for the Kings to be the second best team in the West.
Yeah, not gonna
I
happen.
would love that.
But
It ain't gonna be the Lakers.
it's
It's not going to
probably,
be Phoenix.
it's probably gonna happen. Probably LA,
All right,
not the Clippers. You know what I mean?
let's get heated now.
Oh my
I
god.
got this. The 3 seed at my number 17, the 3 seed in the East at 6-4, Indiana Pacers.
What the hell?
Yeah.
Okay.
I got at 6. I got the 2 seed in the West at 8-2, Dallas Mavericks.
I'm so crazy.
And
Oh.
at 5, I have the 4 seed in the West, the Houston Rockets, who are 6-3.
Okay.
I know. I got it is what it is.
And then we're just doing 8 or 7 to 5 right now. 5 to 7.
7-5 right now.
Okay. Bri, you want to give us your?
You got it. You got it. Oh, you.
What? You want me to go?
You got it.
Okay. All right. So for my 7, I got Oklahoma City Thunder.
Nice.
For my 6, I got the Miami Heat.
Whoa.
And then for my 5, I got Boston.
What? You're tripping.
I'm tripping. You're gonna see some. Yeah.
Their point differential is like plus 15 this season.
Dude, when you play Brooklyn every night, it's gonna be like that. They legit been playing like Brooklyn and New York every night. It's gonna be like that.
Bryden.
Yeah.
What do you got, Bry?
7th seed. I have the Magic.
Orlando.
Ooh. Like it.
And then 6th seed. I have also the Dallas Mavs.
Steven has them as the 1 because they're apparently better than Boston.
You'll see where I have them. What do you got? What do you got for 5? Why are you laughing?
Oh shit.
He has Boston at 5 too.
No.
Just do it. Just do it.
No. I have the Golden State Warriors.
Proud of you.
I'm gonna get a little bit heated on that. Like,
What do you mean you're gonna get heated?
they have, as I said, crushed the Kings,
Who
crushed
has?
the Lakers,
Oh,
the
Houston?
Rockets,
Oh, yeah.
crushed the Kings, crushed the Rockets, beat New Orleans, beat the defending champions. The Ime Udoka effect is real. Like, if you guys don't have them in the top 4, they are better than the Golden State Warriors. Unequivocally, have played better than the Golden State Warriors this season. Indiana is the 3 seed in the East. They're better than Miami on
Dude.
paper.
You'll see where I have him or if I have him.
You don't have Indiana in the top 4. You can't have Indiana ahead of Boston. That's a travesty.
Oh, my God.
And then Dallas, Brian agrees with me. I think they're 6. They're 8-2, but they're kind of a fake 8-2 in my opinion. Just like
Yeah.
Luka just shooting every time is not sustainable for long-term success. But they are winning, and they are doing it against good teams in a convincing fashion. All right.
Luka always gets hurt mid-season. All right. I'll talk about mine.
Golden State at 5. No way.
Oh wait, yeah, Brian, you go. Explain that.
With the Warriors?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I went with the Warriors. I know that was
Risky.
risky. But Draymond's been out a lot of the season. I think if they stay healthy, they have a lot of old guys, man. But those old guys all have experience, and I think if they can hold their own through the whole season, they'll be able to lock it down at the end of the season.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, that's looking in the future, but I mean, if you have Steph Curry on your team, I just feel like you're pretty much top 6 at all times because he's the best offensive player I've ever seen in my life. So
Okay.
They have-
That's a final.
yeah, they have a solid bench, not anywhere near other teams, but if you have Steph Curry, you're popping
Yeah.
off.
That bench is growing. It's getting better too.
Yeah, exactly.
And
Why are we so high on Miami?
I
that's
was,
so high on Miami?
I haven't seen them more Steven than you. 10 seems fine.
I'm so high on Miami because they're freaking locked in. Have you guys seen the return of Mitchell Robinson?
Everyone's like,
Have you
everyone's
not Mitchell Robinson? Oh my God, Duncan Robinson.
Duncan.
Have you guys seen
His juke on Wembanyama.
the return of Tyler Hero from a broken hand? Like every single person on their team except Jimmy Butler is popping off right now because Jimmy Butler decides to sit out like every other game, and I don't know. They're better than
They're
they
on
were.
a 5-game win streak.
They're better than they were last year. Jaime Jaquez is playing well. They got what's his name?
That's why you have him
No,
so high.
no,
They
no, no.
have Jaime.
What's it? Highsmith? They didn't have him all season. He played super well against the Nuggets. I know y'all remember him. He didn't play that
It's
well,
4 minutes a game.
yeah, but yeah, he didn't. He really missed like most of the season, and he's been back like since the Laker game. He came back, and I don't think they've lost since. So, I don't know. They're shooting great. Like I don't know if you've watched them at all, like on League Pass or whatever, but it makes me want to become a basketball coach just watching them, because I'm like freaking Spoelstra runs like these triple screens, and they're insane. And Duncan Robinson doesn't miss right now, and he's not just shooting threes. Like he's actually taking it to the rack. Everyone saw the Wembanyama freaking. What I don't know why Wembanyama fell for that crap. It's Duncan Robinson. Like, bro didn't read the scouting
18.
report. Dude did not read the scouting report. But yeah, that's why I'm high on them, and then I'm high on OKC
I like
too.
that.
So
You convinced me a little bit there.
of course I convinced you, bro. You're easy.
Yeah.
I'm just kidding.
You easy. Yeah, because I actually listen to other people.
Yeah, and
Okay.
then Boston is. I'm low on Boston. Freaking so much talent, bro. I know you're saying like they're blowing out teams, but oh my god, I don't know if it's just I find them boring as hell to watch, but
They are boring to watch.
oh
100%.
my gosh, like they play pretty good defense. Like that's what obviously okay, their defense, like just watching them possession by possession, that crap looks like the best defense in the league. But
You're making an argument.
I know. I was just really basing it off of like how boring they were to watch. I was like, frick, I don't know. They're so inconsistent. Jaylen Brown is inconsistent. Frick, no one else is inconsistent. But yeah, they're at 5 for a reason. Let's just be real. I know y'all have them at 2 because you got your Nuggets at 1, but they're down there for a good old reason right now.
Where is Bro at? Where did he go?
What?
Where's Bryden?
He's here.
Here, what are you talking about?
He's
Oh, it's
legit.
frozen. It's frozen on you not being in your seat. That's crazy.
Not for me. I see
Screen is
him.
frozen with-
Good thing my
I'll send
screen's
you a
the one
picture.
recording.
I was like, dude, where is he? He's been gone for the last hour.
Yeah.
I'm like, he's here.
My bad.
There you go.
All right, let's do
Top
do
four?
4 through 1 individually. So just 4. I got Minnesota at 4.
All right. Who do you got at 4, Bri?
I also had Minnesota. I had the Timberwolves also.
All right. I had Houston at 4.
Okay. Houston's better than Boston. Okay.
Bro,
Our rank. Okay.
are we keep going, or we want to talk about that?
Let's talk about I think Minnesota has proven this season that they are the high-powered, explosive team that they are, but it'll take. I know they've beaten Golden State, they've beaten Denver.
Yeah.
They haven't done enough to propel themselves past the top 3, except for Steven, who has Boston at 5. So that's for me. They're the 4th best team, and it wasn't really a competition between them being 3 or 5. They were perfectly at 4 for me.
Okay. What about you, Bri?
Similarly, I feel like they're exceeding my expectations definitely this year. But they have length. They have length that a lot of teams can't compare with. So that gives them an edge. They have one of the top scorers in the league right now, an Ant. And they have a solid anchor down low with Gobert. They have a stretch 4, which helps them. And then they have and who's their point guard right now?
Conley.
Conley.
Highest paid
Michael.
player in the league for a while.
That's crazy. But he was so good. He was amazing for a couple
Yeah.
years, but he can still shoot it. He still leads the team great. So that's a team to look out for. I think they're top 4 right now, especially just from what we've seen so far. So
Yeah, Houston for me, they're playing so well. They already bought into the coach's system. It only took them a few games to get going. I don't think this is a fluke. And the way that they're obviously showing it, they beat the Lakers by 30, which is really embarrassing.
Yeah.
I didn't watch that game. Thank goodness. It was my girlfriend's birthday. Oh my gosh, thank goodness. Didn't even get a chance to watch that. No AD. They beat the Lakers with no AD. They beat the Nuggets with no Murray. Does that really count? They beat the Pelicans with no CJ McCollum. They beat the Kings twice with no De'Aaron Fox. But that makes them... I mean, they did what they had to do. And they impressed me. Sengun did not outplay Jokic. But hear me out here. He will by the end of the year. Sengun for MVP. Sengun for MVP.
Cool. Yeah, he was having such a good talk about the Rockets, and then it just fell off the rails.
Yeah, I feel like I just dissed the Rockets by saying they beat everyone with an injured star.
Yeah.
I was like, wow, maybe the Rockets aren't that good. Okay, who do you got for
they
3?
Go ahead, Steven. Say yours.
All right. I got Minnesota. Oh my gosh, I got Minnesota at 3.
All right.
I had the Celtics. The Celtics.
Oh my god, why am I doing that? All right, what do you got at 3, babe?
Don't hate me. Milwaukee.
I hate you.
Nah.
Did you? Is that really Milwaukee?
Don't hate me. No, I have Denver at 3.
Oh, I'm surprised. Okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
Who
Who the heck is above them?
I think I'm a little bit. I mean,
Lakers?
yeah, Lakers and Bucks. It scares me that when Jamal's out, that they don't have enough backcourt scoring. I still think Gordon, Porter, and obviously Jokic are amazing. KCP is a fantastic defender, but there needs to be an uptick from... I don't expect Reggie Jackson to score 16 a night, but Christian Brown at some point has to be not what he was last year, and he has to be better, and so does Peyton Watson. I don't think they're there yet. Houston with Udoka, does a fantastic job of stopping fast breaks before they even happen, and that's what our bench is good at. So that was kind of maybe one of the reasons that they didn't play as well. But I think without Jamal Murray, I'm higher on the other two teams ahead of them.
Yeah, that's a good point. So with Jamal Murray, they're obviously ahead.
Well, we'll see how he comes back and plays.
Yeah. All right, I'll go with my 3. I've been super impressed with Minnesota. I put them above Boston because they beat Boston. I know you talked about head to head, not being the team beat that team. They're better, but
Yeah.
But Anthony Edwards is that dog. They already beat Golden State. Did they beat them last night? Did they beat them twice? No, that was Cleveland. Okay. But I just like the way that they're playing right now. I like.
Doesn't it feel like Golden State's lost 6 days in a row? They played 6 days in a row.
Yeah, it does. It does feel like they played a lot. But yeah, I mean, I really like what they're doing. I really like what's his freaking? How do you say his name? Nickeil Alexander-Walker coming off the bench. Has been playing great.
Player.
Yeah, he's been playing amazing. Jalen McDaniels has been like super efficient, and he's like incredible at defense, and I like the way that they beat the Nuggets, right? They beat the Nuggets, and they
handled the Nuggets.
Yeah,
they handled them.
And I like that they're playing Cat when they play the Nuggets. At least they play Cat against Jokic, and they let Gobert do his thing, like guarding the rim still. And like I don't know. I feel like they figured out something from last year, because last year just that crap didn't look like it fit together. But they look like they're on a mission this year. I think it helped that Anthony Edwards was like on the USA team, and like he's actually going crazy. I don't know, like if I hope he can sustain it for the whole year, but I have a weird feeling like he's gonna have a big drop off, and I feel like they might not be in the power rankings all year long, but as of right now, they're like they're playing incredible basketball. I think they've won 7 straight. No, did they start off 0-2?
Maybe.
Let's check.
I have ESPN pulled up right.
They've only won 6 in a row.
Oh, still. So you don't have Dallas in your top 10.
I know.
Like that.
Okay, so yeah, Dallas is 8-2. But I just don't. I don't know. That freaking defense, man, allowing that many points. Like, I'm just not impressed. I'm not impressed by them or Indiana. Like I don't think they deserve a spot in the power rankings right now. They're like they're winning games and all that, but they're winning games so ugly. Like they don't really look that good. Luka looks good, but the team as a whole, with the Pacers, they're playing. I don't know. They're not playing both sides. You know. They're just playing one end of basketball. And they're getting W's, but like I don't know. I'm putting like teams that I think are playing well on both sides of the ball right now. I feel like I'm talking about football saying that. But I just haven't been impressed, and so like that's my personal, power ranking is just I haven't been impressed with them. So
right in Boston.
Higher than. At least I put Boston in there. At least I didn't drop Boston.
My thing's lagging so bad right now. Hold on.
Yeah.
I think you're back. You're good. No?
Yeah, he should be good. I can see him blinking. Hello?
You good, Brian?
Okay.
Yeah, you good.
I think so.
Sure.
Maybe not. He's gone for the rest of the night. I know. Oh my gosh.
I mean, let's say you probably had Denver at 1 and Philly at 2. Safe to say.
Yeah, definitely. Who do you got at 2?
I know they have the best record in the NBA, but I got Philly at 2.
I just put it in for Bryden because I know he had Philly at 2 as well.
You got.
All right. Let me see.
I think you got to have Philly at 1 and Denver.
I actually don't. I got Philly at.
Okay.
It's not PJ. What the heck? I got Philly at 2 right now.
Okay. Talk about that.
So
we all have Philadelphia too.
Philadelphia's playing really well. Like Tyrese Maxey is really shining right now, and I feel like Joel Embiid is actually like it was never him that was the problem in Philadelphia. Like I feel like we're seeing that come out, that it was always Harden, and like I feel like Nick Nurse is just that perfect coach right now. One of my biggest things that I saw, we all knew it, but when you double team Joel Embiid, bro has a turnover every time. This year,
Mhm.
when you double team Joel Embiid, it's an assist this year. Like it's him finding a teammate. Like it's him getting rid of the
Yeah.
ball. Actually, it's not him holding onto the ball. Like he learned too much from Harden.
Combination of Harden and Doc, just
Yeah,
like you'd watch him in the playoff series versus Boston last year, and it was like they'd throw it to the high post to him, and then no one would move, and it's like, how is this
yeah.
our solution?
You're seeing like actually cutting and like
Yeah,
actually dudes get like finding a way to get open, like back screens and back cuts and stuff like that, and with Philly's offense. And last year it was just, all right, Harden, do a pick and roll with Joel, and then we'll pass it around in a circle, and like that, and Harden,
and then Tobias shoot
Yeah.
a mid range at the end of the
yeah,
clock.
Tobias standing in the corner, and like Tobias is actually getting his own like possessions, and like he's actually being able to be aggressive, and Maxey puts up 50, and Joel's actually happy for him, and like they're actually like there's such a good fit right now. I'm just not as high on them as I am the Nuggets still. But
I think Tyrese Maxey right now, if you were to like just this however many 10 games, 9 for the Sixers because they get extra days off because of Embiid. Yeah. I would put Maxey in my first team All NBA.
yeah,
And I think the thing about him is like the pace that he plays with is so much better for an Embiid-led team. Like how he gets downhill, how he pushes the ball. Harden wasn't doing any of that stuff. It was all just go through him, everybody else adapt.
yeah,
And he pushes, he gets downhill, he feeds Embiid in better positions. Mostly, not that Harden wouldn't.
yeah.
Yeah, and like you said, they so much more fluidity, so much more fun to watch. Like, yeah, I'm happy for Joel. But at number 1, I have the Boston Celtics.
Woo, okay, my number
I
5.
think, yeah, I think even though, like I said, don't judge it based off head to head because Philly just beat them. I think the rendition of Boston's 5, like if everyone's healthy, is better than what a rendition of Philly's top 5 is. And that's why I have them ahead of them. I could change as the year goes on, but
Yeah.
right now, when they're clicking, it's absurd.
I mean, I'm sure
good
it'll
they
all
are.
change week to week. But did you watch the
Yeah.
Philly Boston game?
I watched bits and pieces, not the whole
Okay.
thing.
I mean,
Yeah.
Philly kind of like ran away with that game, and like it was only close because Philly couldn't close it out. Like they somehow Boston like came back in like the final, like they were down by like Philly was up by 11 with like a minute left, and Boston made it a close game. But yeah,
So, yeah, that's what I think. Like you said, their defense is really good, and they have just scores. And yeah, if we're power ranking teams I want to watch play basketball, they're not in the top 25. So
they're
get that part
so
of it.
boring, bro. It's bad.
it's like Derek White makes a great like swing pass, and like if Tatum just hit one more pass to corner, it's a wide open 3. But instead, he uses catch,
Step back.
step back, and then dribble, and then step back again, and then dribble, and then tough mid range, and he makes it every time. Is what's annoying.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And then Jaylen Brown does the same thing. Like if he gets a fast break,
Yeah.
he'll just freaking pull up, like acts like he's Steph Curry, and it's either like super short, like straight on brick right back to him, or it's like a around the world, like, and he makes it.
yeah.
Like there's no in between. It's like always short for that dude. Oh my gosh. But if you want to watch good, like if you're like interested in like how to play defense, I feel like that's the team to watch. Like they play an incredible defense. Them and gosh, who's the team that's
Minnesota.
freaking playing great defense? Okay, yeah, I was about to say Phoenix, but they don't play great defense. But like it looks like they do. But like they don't have the pieces. They don't have the pieces to play great defense. It's just Frank Vogel's like a great defensive coach.
Weren't you the one that was saying their bench was going to be super good?
Hey, they will once they're able to be a bench. Once
true.
Booker decides, hey, I'm gonna play actually, because Brad Beal
Talk
decided.
about your one seed. Nuggets. The
Okay.
Bucks.
All right, so mine is actually my number one team is the Indiana. No, I'm just kidding.
Detroit Pistons.
Denver Nuggets are my one. I thought for sure y'all would have them as your guys' one. I mean, Bryden probably did, but I don't know. I'm just impressed, even without Murray. Like how well the roster is doing. I know you talked about how like they still need some pieces, but like Colin Gillespie, like even though like I would never think he would actually like do anything in the NBA, but like he's actually like he hasn't even looked that bad. Like just random dudes that are like
It's the culture, man.
yeah,
The culture
that's what
of
it
this.
is.
Yeah.
Mike Malone got the extension today. You know he did well deserved.
Get back.
I mean, yeah, like what DeMarcus Cousins said he was the best coach he ever played for. Like he wished he never left
Yeah.
Sacramento, and like that's huge because DeMarcus Cousins freaking hated every coach. I swear. But yeah, I feel like it is the culture. Like dudes just step up. Like Strother put up 22 against whoever they played the other night.
That was New
Pelicans.
Orleans, dude.
Yeah.
It was so much fun to watch them when they're like, it's like such a well-oiled machine a Jokic team is.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
It's all Jokic. Look, they lost last night, but he put up an insane triple double. Didn't he have like 39? Like 39,
Yeah, he was-
like maybe even I don't even know how many rebounds.
There
But
was like
close to 20.
they're like in the third quarter, and like other than Jokic, Porter, and Gordon, they had like 10 points. It was
Yeah.
wild, yeah.
I mean, obviously they're missing Murray, and they're gonna lose. Like it's the regular season, you're not gonna win every game, but like they hung in tight with Houston. It's not like they got blown out by Houston. Like they played well. But yeah, that's. I just feel like they still deserve to be the top seed. Like the way that they play is so like well organized and just like well put together. Philly's still sloppy. Philly still doesn't have the chemistry. You know that.
He's back.
What's up? We put you in. We put your number 2 as Philly, and we put your number 1 as Boston. I mean, as Denver.
Is that correct?
Yeah.
That's good. That's mine too. Mine too.
I want to talk about it.
All right,
My
yeah.
Xbox, just completely died.
Oh dang. Okay, it's not good. Yeah, talk about it. Talk about Philly. Talk about Denver. Why did you make that decision, even though Philly has only one lost team?
I have Philly because even though Tyrese Maxey's popping off right now, he's still pretty unproven.
Yeah.
We have to see them do it consistently for a whole season. 8-1, that's a great start.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, James Harden was an issue for them, but
He was the issue. The
he
system.
was the issue.
The system has left.
But they have the reigning MVP, and
What the heck?
they have good role players too. They have Tobias Harris. We talked about that. I definitely talked about him. So I think, especially being 8-1 right now, they're better than the Boston Celtics. I think the Boston Celtics can surpass them pretty quickly. But that's why I put Philly at 2. They have a great team right now, and they're playing very well together. Their chemistry is.
Yeah.
Mhm.
You want me to talk about the Nuggets too? At number 1.
If you wanna.
Obviously, bias is aside. They have like one of the best all around teams that you can watch in the league. The Their offense is amazing. Obviously, they're without Jamal Murray right now. Balin talked about it, that their guard scoring right now is kind of scary to watch without Jamal Murray. But, I mean, Jokic is playing out of his mind. We have MPJ playing great. He's found his rhythm a little bit. Aaron Gordon, he's really coming into his own on the Nuggets. KCP, he's amazing defensively. And honestly, our young group off the bench, they're really good defensively,
That's true.
but they're not good offensively. But I think they have one of the best defensive. We have one of the best defensive bench teams.
Mm-hmm.
If they can find offense, they're going to be out of the park. But I just think they have one of the best all-around teams from starter to bench,
Mm-hmm.
even without Jamal Murray.
I do think Steve and I had the same top 5, just in different orders. I think those are the 5 best teams, and I think Dallas is 6, and then I don't know after that. I am
5 best teams right
I'm
now,
out
right?
on the Wolves. Yeah, right now.
Yeah.
It's only right now. It's
Okay,
not
yeah,
like-
you're right. I was like, dang, we calling
Yeah.
Houston top 5 in the league. Like,
They're playing like a top 5
yeah,
team
yeah.
right now.
Oh my gosh.
They deserve it. They deserve it.
Yeah, true.
Any final thoughts? The Broncos somehow won, so
Yeah, that's
Broncos fans
crazy.
can have hope for another week.
I'm impressed. I'm impressed.
If they can pull together 2 more wins, they'll be in it.
Yeah, they gotta be above 500 for me to believe in you first, please.
Yeah.
I got some final question for y'all. So, number 2 overall pick, Hashim Thabit.
That is not who I thought you were gonna say.
Career points per game. What was it? Career points per
3.1.
game average.
4.3.
3.1.
2.2 points per game.
Damn.
Hey, that's a bucket a game.
Yeah. That's a
Hey, he got buckets though.
I think his. I can't confirm. I think his career high was 13 points.
Damn.
So I just want to say he had a high ceiling, and he really let it go. He really took off. Just thought I'd
What
let
team
y'all
did he
know.
get drafted to?
Memphis.
Oof.
Steph Curry was in that draft too. He fell to 7. So
Yeah, but like, would you really want to be the Warriors right now?
yeah, I
Yeah.
would. And
What are you
especially
talking
in
about,
the
Dylan? Are you kidding or are you being serious?
especially. Man, imagine if
Do we have
Hashim
anything else? Any
Thabit was
other-
still on the freaking Grizzlies right now with Ja Morant. He would
They'd
probably,
probably be better.
he would probably actually fit like right now. Any final
Alright,
thoughts for y'all?
Julio,
That's it.
let's find final thoughts. Who big games this week? We got any? What's a big game this week I need to watch? I will
Any,
watch Orlando. You don't have to mention them. They're like an
Well-
automatic league play click for me.
wait, who is? Oh,
Orlando.
Orlando.
I can't not watch. They're so fun to watch.
Not a game to watch tomorrow, but I mean, there's a bunch of in-season tournament games to watch tomorrow. Clippers play the Nuggets on TNT at 8.
Oh my, yeah,
So
for sure.
should we go see Harden? Tickets are probably cheap. It's in Denver.
It's not gonna be cheap. I'm going to Greeley to watch the best basketball player in college basketball, Isaiah Stevens. Shout
Isaiah
out Isaiah
Stevens.
Stevens. If
Oh,
you're watching this and don't know who he is,
I
you're
do.
wrong.
They play UNC tomorrow, huh?
You're-
CSU.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, they're probably lose. They'll probably lose.
I have a final
Chris
thought.
Paul, future Chris Paul. Yes.
Can you pull
Sure.
back up the list, Steven?
Yeah.
I thought this would be kind of cool. So we all gave our power rankings, yeah?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I kind of did.
Just
I feel
Brian's
like
forehead.
Sorry, hard on the phone. If we all, I feel like we all have maybe one team that we would switch out. If we all could switch out one team with the team that we didn't put on there, who would you switch out with?
What do you mean?
Oh, like take
So
a
if you
team
were
out.
to take a team and plug them in anywhere,
God, there's like nobody. I might. I put Orlando instead of my Lakers or instead of Golden State. That's like the only thing I could think of.
I would take Indiana out because of how inconsistent they are.
Dang, you just take them out of
I
the whole
don't
thing
think-
like I did.
Was this? It's not what we're doing. I don't know. What we're
Yeah,
doing.
yeah.
I think the team I would put in would be the Warriors, even though I hate them. But the other team that's not Warriors, I think we talked about them a lot, would be Cleveland because I
Okay,
think,
yeah.
yeah, they're on a little win streak, and I have faith in them.
Yeah, 1-game win streak too.
Yeah, one game. Hey.
Hey, it was a good
Winning is
win.
winning. Winning is hard.
Hey, every time I feel like every time that they actually have a full squad, they always win, and it's like pretty dominantly.
Yeah.
So, yeah. What about you, Brock?
Bye.
What's your last one?
I think mine would probably be the Bucks with Miami if I had to choose. I think the
Mhm.
Bucks are right there. I think once they unlock it, they're going to be really, really good. I mean, it's hard not to put the Bucks top 10 with Damian Lillard and Giannis on your squad, Chris Middleton supporting,
Yeah.
but I think they're on the verge. I think if they can unlock that key, they're going to be top 10 every other week when we do this, but yeah, I just have Miami right now just because of their consistency, man. They've been consistently right there
Yeah.
the last several
Shout
years.
out both Milwaukee and Phoenix for making 0 lists. Kind of
I-
impressive.
I know, but Milwaukee is surprising because they're legit 6-4, and they're like not doing bad.
No.
Yeah,
I'm
you just
surprised.
watch them and you're like,
Yeah, you watch them, and like, what the heck are they doing? Like, just run
Like,
the Giannis Dame pick and roll every time,
Yeah.
and then like the
I
ball,
think
get
our
the ball
disconnect,
moving.
probably all of our disconnects, I'm going to speak for all of us real quick, is just how underwhelming they've been. I feel like we've all expected so much more, and they've been so underwhelming so far. So we're like,
Yeah.
why should they be top 10?
exactly.
Yeah, they need Budenholzer.
And Phoenix is just a mess. A
Yeah.
mess.
They are
But-
a mess. Yeah.
Luckily for them, Kendrick Perkins said Kevin Durant's the best offensive player in the league, so they're safe and sound.
Oh, yeah. They're fine.
Whatever Kendrick Perkins says, man.
Yeah.
I think.
I mean, we saw
did you
that
see?
with Bobby last year, so.
Did you see Kendrick Perkins' power rankings?
I don't want to.
Yeah, I don't. Sounds fair to. I want to. Do you want to talk about them? Anything
We don't have
surprising to
to. We don't have to. I saw it earlier, and then I completely forgot. But also, I just pulled it up, and Kendrick Perkins did his top 5 best offensive players in the league.
That's
And
what
that's
I was
what
talking
Balin
about.
was talking about. Yeah, I was like, okay, cool.
Jokic is the 3rd best offensive player in the league, Bryden. I didn't know if you knew that.
Who did he put
3rd.
above them? Tatum?
Steph and Kevin Durant.
Yeah, I think he put Tatum at 5.
And the guy that has averaged 32 points a game for his career was not in the top 5. Luka Doncic was not in the top 5.
Yeah, I can't even find the power rankings. It's all good. Yeah.
Here, let's see.
But all right, let's end it up. Any closing words? Huh? We good. We good. All right,
We good.
guys. Hope
All right,
y'all
so-
enjoyed this episode. I'll try to post it earlier than I did last time, so I'll try to
Mm-hmm.
get it uploaded by tomorrow.
Oh,
Let
I
let
found
us
his
know.
top 5.
Let us know in the comments below if you guys have any questions you want us to answer. And yeah, make sure y'all hit the subscribe button, hit that like button. And do you want to give us the top 5 real quick? And then we'll just
I
end
gotta
it.
get this ad out the way.
Dang, brought the freaking ads.
It is Philly at 1, Denver at 2, Austin at 3, Minnesota at 4, and Houston at 5. So he has the same 5 that we
Oh,
do.
not as crazy as I thought it was gonna be. Okay, because I swear I
know.
saw it, but I was like, ah. But all right, adios, everybody.
Have a good
Adios.
night.
Peace
Go
out.
Broncos.
Yeah, Broncos
later.
was a freaking good game.